Never mind the giant bicep. It's King of the Ring ranking every match.
And this pay-per-view was a giant failure. People will say that we kissed the ass of, like, Attitude Era, Ruthless Aggression Era. But no, this pay-per-view sucked. And if it was happened in 2022, it would have sucked as well. But anyway, we had to rank the 8 matches. I thought all 8 of them weren't really that great, but there was some better than others. But no classics here, even though the card I thought had potential. First up, though, coming in at number 8, we had 2 legends, Ric Flair, Eddie Guerrero, but it was not a legendary match. In fact, it was pretty damn shit, and I expected it to be shit, to be fair, because in my opinion, Eddie Guerrero, I don't think was doing his best work at this stage, and Ric Flair was a shell of his former self. So yeah, I came into
I honestly think 2022 they'd put on a better match.
I don't know about that. Saying that, fucking Flair looked dead in that match, and Eddie is dead, so you never know. But yeah, this wasn't great. We had interference for Benoit, who's also dead. Holy shit. Imagine this was a Fatal 4-Way match these days. Wouldn't it be looking that good? Bubba Ray come in to help Ric Flair. Bubba hits the Bubba Bomb on Eddie. And then Bubba leaves. He gets chased by Benoit. And then Flair puts the arm over Eddie. And about 20 seconds later, 1, 2, 3. Can't believe a Bubba Bomb beat Eddie Guerrero after a minute. But anyway, that's it. Number 8. Moving in at number 7.
Fat ass Molly.
Molly Holly versus Trish Stratus for the WWE Women's Championship. And I mean, I don't think women's wrestling's great, but it was certainly better than Ric Flair wrestling. I'll tell you that right now.
No, let's be real, right? See, back in the day, and even these days, to be honest, but especially here, the women's match is never going to be high up on these ranking every matches. It ain't. Unless it's...
That doesn't mean it's bad, but in my opinion, it breaks it up. It's like, I don't necessarily like cruiserweight matches. But see, when there's one on a show, I can deal with it. I can enjoy it. Same with the women's matches. See now, when you get half the show women's matches and half of it's fucking vanilla midgets, then I don't like it. But when you have it in small doses, you can appreciate it. And I mean, this was an okay match. It just, you know, wasn't as good as the others.
Molly Holly wins.
Molly go round. Fat ass lands on Trish Stratus. 1, 2, 3. Nobody's kicking out of that, Ian. Then we move on to number 6.
Cruiserweight match. Da, 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 da.
I personally thought this should have been a little bit higher up, but we know we had a discussion about it, a long discussion. A discussion that was longer than the main event of this show, in fact, and we decided that Noble versus the Hurricane should come in at number 6, but I enjoyed it.
I thought this match was horrendous. I didn't like it.
I actually did.
It felt like it lasted an hour.
The main event didn't? Fuck me.
Aye, but when you get Triple H and Undertaker on The Rock...
Anyway, I thought
Lydia ain't The Rock, and these two sure as fuck ain't taking
She's not, but I thought it was some good spots, and I kind of liked it. New Cruiserweight Champion, though, Jamie Noble. Trailer Park Trash wins the Cruiserweight title, and now we'll see what Jamie Noble's got in store for the Cruiserweight title. But yep, that comes in at number 6, and the Hurricane no longer has his Horror title. But coming in at number 5, we have Brock Lesnar versus RVD. You know, final of the King of the Ring, very disappointing. Normally I complain about length of matches because they go too long. This one was 5 minutes, in my opinion, too short for the final. You can argue both guys had already faced off in matches earlier in the night, but I mean, that's no excuse for Brock and RVD. And they're fucking well, hold on, RVD's in his prime. Brock's still young. Brock's still a pup. You tell me they couldn't do 2 relatively long matches? I mean, Brock only done an 8-minute match against Test, and RVD, albeit, yeah, he went 13 against Jericho, but 13's fuck all for RVD. And I just thought the finish was kind of strange out of nowhere. RVD going for a springboard, lands on Brock. Brock catches him. F5, 1, 2, 3. New King of the Ring champion. It just felt weird. Brock wins relatively clean. Yeah, new King of the Ring, Brock Lesnar.
And RVD got there by defeating Chris Jericho. And I had to put the Brock match above this, but our discussion said otherwise. I think this match was too long. Kind of like the Hurricane and Noble match. Just again.
Is it too long? Is 13 minutes really too long?
It was 14 minutes, mate, but 14 minutes, it was, in my opinion, it was too long. And Jericho Van Dam I just expect it better for these two.
But you do know this. If you watch Monday Night Raw nowadays, this is probably the shortest match on the show.
That's why today's shit. Hey, you hate all these guys? Well, here's fucking 20 minutes of a flippy match down your throat, brother.
Well, let's be honest. I'd rather get 14 minutes of RVD and Jericho than 14 minutes of whatever fucking Raw's cooking you up these days.
It's weird though. Like Jericho goes to undisputed champion within a couple of months. He's
absolute jobber, undisputed jobber. Can barely win a match.
Because let's be real, like Van Damme's stock has went down massive since 2001.
Aye, and so's Jericho's.
Yep.
Anyway, moving on to stock that is not that good either at the moment. Triple H, he came back, he won the title off Jericho, he lost to fucking 90-year-old Hulk Hogan, and now he's lost his feud with The Undertaker. I never really had expectations of this being a good match. For some reason, I don't think Triple H and Taker have that good of matches, but when they do, I think it's always better when Triple H is the heel. When Taker's the heel, I think when Taker's heel, he needs a more athletic opponent.
It's weird. I'll tell you why it's weird. I think these guys' better matches actually happen in the PG era.
Aye, when they're old and fucked and...
done.
Well, no, I enjoyed the match at Mania 17.
No, I enjoyed that too, but I'd still say it's probably their worst Mania match, isn't it?
Is it? I suppose.
Not that it's bad. But again, world title match here, dragged on far too long.
Even The Rock couldn't save this shit.
Yeah, The Rock just standing like a dick. Second place, though, we've got Brock Lesnar defeating Test. Two big men.
Don't. Two big sweaty men. As Vince McMahon would prefer them. Look, no one can tell me that two big guys in a big physical match, hard-hitting match, just isn't better than a 15-minute cruiserweight match with flippy dives and stuff like that. I'm sorry, it's just...
It's simple mathematics.
I mean, Test Brock is just better than Noble Hurricane. No offense to Noble Hurricane. Two big guys fucking going at it. And I actually thought... Well, I didn't really think, because obviously I knew Brock Lesnar won the King of the Ring, but if you're watching this live, you probably could have thought Test was about to end Brock Lesnar's unbeaten streak, because hits him with a big boot and...
It's almost murder, she wrote.
I think Brock Lesnar's been helped a lot by Heyman in his run so far, and Test definitely got screwed in this one by Heyman, but overall I liked it. Fast, hard-hitting, short match.
And in it, numero uno, we've got Kurt Angle against Hulk Hogan. The build for this was good. The match itself was good. The comedic element of the match was good. Good ending. Good match in general. I liked it. Could have been for the world title, this.
Could have been for the world title. And this is not really on the match itself, but I just want to point out, I think Kurt Angle's massively underrated.
Overrated?
No, but no one ever really puts Kurt Angle at the top of lists. So you seen you're talking about the greatest, maybe wrestler. Some people put him on that list, but then you put like entertainer or like comedian or like just in general. He never really seems to top any lists. When in my opinion, he's got the fucking entire total package.
He's the fucking man, isn't he?
I think he's underrated.
He
never lost to Baron Corbin, I'll tell you that much. But anyway, he made Hulk Hogan's ankle hurt, and Hulk Hogan tapped, brother.
He did. Good ending. Hogan made Hogan look a bit strong, but then Angle went and fucking snapped him the next week. And that is where we end our list. Next up is Vengeance, but we've got a couple of weeks to review before Vengeance. And I'm looking forward to it. Can Kurt Angle, The Rock, and Undertaker be a good match at Vengeance?
It could be, but one thing I'm hoping is that WWE product gets better here, because this is about 3 or 4 shows now in a row. I think it might be 5, actually. We've had some really just bang average shows in a row here, and it's disappointing, because, yeah, we need a good show. I mean, this, for me, wasn't it. I think I rated it a 4 out of 10.
Yeah,
it was bang average. The last couple of Raw and SmackDowns have been average as well. Is this a decline of WWE, or are they just going through
a purple patch?
Oh, it's not, what do you call it? A purple patch? Like more like a brown patch?
Shit patch. Anyway, guys, till next time.
A Ric Flair patch.
Woo!